What's up guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. So today we're going to have a quick Riven news update for you. And I'm also going to be showing you 3 Rivens that I've gotten recently and have been having a lot of fun with. It'll be like another Riven Showcase video with a little bit of news sprinkled in at the beginning. Okay guys? So let's quickly go over this news first. So on the dev stream yesterday, Rebecca said that in the next mainline update, which will be before the end of August, hopefully, so within the next 2 weeks, you'll be getting an expansion on maximum Riven slots, going from 90 maximum to 120 maximum. And there's no way that they're not going to make us pay for those Riven slots with plat, guys. So for 30 Riven slots, it will be 600 platinum. So if you are someone that really likes Rivens like me, and you're already at max capacity, and like you literally tried to get rid of stuff, it's not going to happen. Maybe get 600 platinum so you could buy all 30 of the new Riven slots that are getting added, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, there are 60 plat for 3 of them, and that's basically 20 plat each. So, for 30 of them, it's going to be 600 plat, guys. So, that is my recommendation to you, and then you're also probably going to want to get some plat to fill those slots up with Rivens as well. And, yeah, that should be hopefully, like, next 2 weeks. So, we'll also be getting a disruption, like some new disruption tiles. We'll be getting a Grenier disruption, a Kuva Fortress disruption that will reward Kuva, and we'll also be getting a Lua disruption that hopefully gives some new reward, like the one I've been talking about in my disruption feedback video. So we will also have some strategy guides on how to fight those high-level Demolists, guys. The Ghoul Demolist will probably be much easier than the Corpus, like, Sentient Hybrid Demolist, because from the video they showed, there were 0 Nullifier bubbles, which makes the whole thing like 10 times easier. So, yeah, I have a good feeling about those. But here is the build we'll be using for this video today. We'll be going over a Kuva Flood gameplay with these new Rivens. So I've got Nova Prime. We have enough power strength to make it a slowing build. I actually have a lot of range in here because, me personally, I like the explosion radius on her 4. I also like to have some decent range portals. Got a 95 meter range on the portal with this build. 19 meter explosion radius. And the rest of the stuff is not really affected positively by strength. We also have Synth Reflex for some holster speed. Can't really fit too much more up there. We've got Guardian and Energized. My standard Arcane package I put in basically every frame. Okay, let's move on to the first Riven that we were going over, and that is a Riven for the Kohm. So if you guys have been around the block on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, you've probably heard that the Kohm with a status chance Riven is one of the most crazy weapons in the entire game. And you know what? I was just not using the Kohm for years. I'm like, this is just not the gun for me. Like, it just doesn't seem like something I would enjoy. I finally got a Kohm Riven, and I'm like, I want to just build the Kohm. You know what? They said that they're never gonna. They didn't word for word say this, but they're basically never gonna nerf Kohm Rivens because people pay so much plat for these. And it's very important to get a status chance roll. If they were to nerf the dispo on this, it might make it so some people don't get 100% status. So what you want to get in a Kohm Riven, guys, you want to get at least 120% status chance. That will allow you to drop 1 60-60, I believe it is. Or it might be 2 60-60s. And you want to make sure that before you put on a multi-shot mod, that your status chance is still 100%. See, if we took off Shell Shock, it would be 94.7 without the multi-shot mod on there. If we put the multi-shot mod on there, it says 99.8. That is basically lying to you guys. You want to make sure that your status chance is over 100% before Hell's Chamber is put onto the build, okay? That's because it's showing you a per pellet status chance right there. Not per pellet, it's showing per burst. And what you actually want is you want every pellet to be 100% status. So that is going to make it where, basically just make sure you have 100% stat before multi-shot, and you will thank me later, okay? That's what I want to tell you guys today. We have status chance, fire rate, minus reload speed on the Kohm. The fire rate actually is really nice because this thing's fire rate at base is like snail mode. It's terrible, dude. We have basically corrosive and heat on here. It's 100% status, and the way this thing works, as you're firing the gun, it starts shooting more and more pellets per burst and starts firing faster. So we have lots of, like, this thing removes armor like basically instantly. And then we also have this heat throw in the mix, which as we're removing the enemy's armor, it's going to do more and more damage to them, so that's nice. You see lots of heat DOTs with this build. Unfortunately, heat DOTs do not stack on top of each other. And you would think this thing has like crazy slash potential, but really, like, the slash procs this thing pushes out, like, they are nice, But they're not. It's like a hunter munitions weapon where like all the damage is coming from the slash procs. Most of it's coming just from the raw damage of this thing, just firing tons of pellets. Okay, so that's the build I've been using. For longer missions, I just do this right here. I switch out prime charge shell for primed shotgun ammo mutation, and I have infinite ammo. You do want this for longer missions. I did an hour-long Kuva survival yesterday, and I put this on here. I was still like shredding through the Grenier, like no problem at all. But I also had no ammo issues, which was really nice. But for this Kuva flood, we're just gonna go max damage. All right, that's the first one. That's like the one I'm really focusing on. It's a really nice Riven, in my personal opinion. The minus reload is kind of annoying, but if I have the Smita instant reload cat buff, it isn't a big deal. So we have the Quatz here, which has been renamed. So I have a reload speed and multi-shot Riven on here. This is the one I rolled like a few weeks ago, like 5 days after this weapon came out, and I've kept this roll the entire time. We were just having some fun with that suppressed on there. So we're going max damage. I'm not putting a primed reload mod on here anymore because I have a reload speed Riven. It's not the best Riven, to be honest. It's just like a nice quality of life thing. I really value reload speed on this thing because it's 3 seconds at base, and that's super long. That's like how long my Kohm has with a minus reload Riven, so yikes. Okay, so we get 1.8 here now. This is just like a crit build. This is not meant for status removal or armor removal. Our Kohm is doing the armor removal, if we even need that in the first place. So yeah, pretty standard stuff here. You can build this thing as crit or hybrid or status, whatever you want. Then we have the Secure Electa. So I got this Riven from the sortie. I unveiled a Riven from the sortie that I got, and it became this. I'm just like, you know what? I used to like the Lecta a lot. It gives you a guaranteed credit drop when you kill an enemy with this weapon. And it also has a hidden, I guess I'd call it a bug. It's a kind of weird thing that happens, but when you kill an enemy with this weapon and they are affected by M Prime, like Nova's 4th ability that makes enemies explode, the explosions that chain from that enemy will also drop creds guaranteed. So that's pretty nice. But the weapon in general, it's a purely elemental weapon, which you would think is good, but honestly, like with slide crit and stuff, I think you want some slash in there too, guys. So this has not been working too great. I did have condition overload here for a while, but I'm not really using this for high-level enemies. It's terrible against high-level enemies, guys, even with condition overload. The damage this thing pushes out is just not crazy. It's got a 2x multiplier, and that's with our critical damage Riven. It's 1.5 at base, so it's really bad. It's a whip, though, so we're using Maiming Strike because why wouldn't you just use Maiming Strike? I mean, probably because of the terrible crit multiplier and 5% crit chance. But, you know, we're making do with what we got. I wanted just to be fun. This is for low levels for sure. And it drops guaranteed creds, which does not really matter to me because I have 25 million creds, which isn't even a lot in the grand scheme of things. But, you know, we're just messing around here. We got Viral Electric on the Secure Electa. And, yeah, this is the cat build. I basically never switch my cat build. And that is it, guys. We're going to go over a mission gameplay here. It's going to be a live commentary. But yeah, make sure that if you guys are interested in Rivens, make sure that you are maybe saving some plot up for some more Riven slots, because they are coming. We got Exterminate on Jupiter. This should be pretty easy. I don't think I can open the secret doors because I switched the Arcane on my amp to Virtuous Surge because I was doing a arbitration last night. Guys, 300% power strength Wukong arbitrations are so much fun. Like, I will literally do that arbitration every time that I have a Wukong power strength bonus. You hit really, like, your Defy does enough damage to, like, kill, like, Armored Grenadier. So, it's really nice. Alright, so here we are. Ooh, got destroyed there. That's what happens when you don't use your 4 with Nova. Or your 1 with Nova. I never use my 1 with Nova, so that does happen to me quite often. Okay. High-level Corpus do have very high damage per shot on the right units. So here's the Kohm. See, as we're firing it, it starts shooting more and more bullets. Really, really nice. Even against these Corpus with no armor, our status-based Kohm is just tearing through them. These guys are kind of rough right now. They're doing like multiple hundred damage per shot to me. I could have just brought Inaros and there's like no way I would die. Dude, Inaros is like just cheating, honestly. But we could have done that, I guess. Alright. So I would not recommend the Secure Electa with a Riven. It has 1 dispo. It's a 0.5 multiplier on the stats for the Riven. It's seriously like probably some of the lowest dispo in the game. I think it might actually be the lowest dispo in the game. I'll have to check if the Tigers got buffed in dispo recently, so Tigers might actually have more dispo than Electa. Yeah. At least we have a decent build against these Corpus, Viral and Electric. So the Electric is good against the Robotics, and the Viral is decent against just all their units in general. Cool. And we died again. We were running around with 200 health there, so that's actually completely our fault. So a reason though I think that the Grineer disruption is going to be much easier than the Corpus one is because the Grineer just... they have a lot more health than damage, it feels like. So, like, these guys aren't going to like, one-shot me like those Corpus are, or deal like 300 plus damage. They're going to be dealing more like the 150 damage range. And a big problem with defection, or not defection, big problem with disruption is that since it was only Corpus before, there were so many Corpus snipers just one-shotting you from across the room. I think that the Ballistas are still going to do that to you in Grineer disruption, but I think it will be much easier to maintain, honestly. I have high hopes for the new disruption tiles. Hopefully they have good rewards. They said the biggest focus was rewards for these, so we will see. I definitely am okay with having a little bit more variety than just Kuva survival. Like, Kuva disruption sounds like it could potentially be fun. We'll see how annoying those Demolists are. If it's like a Kuva Guardian Demolist and it's got like... you have to like... use the operator to like disarm it and stuff, like... potentially could be interesting. But we'll see. The scaling might get kind of messed up with the Grineer ones. It's basically going to be 4 corrosive projections required, is my guess. And I really hope there's not like another 4 Inaros meta. Or like, play Inaros or you're going to be getting res the entire mission kind of meta. Yo, what killed us there? You're getting wrecked this mission, guys. At least I have like tons of revives because of my arcane sets, right? Let's see how much damage this guy does per shot. He is doing... my shield is like 200, I think. He was doing about 300 damage per shot there. Let's make sure. Kuva Trooper level 90 with a shoddy. He's got a Hex shotgun. Okay, that was roughly... yeah, that was about 300-ish damage. Okay. Yeah, I think that the Grineer one will be much easier. Okay, here's the Quatz. We haven't shown that yet. Since we have an orange buff from the cat, it's making it so every bullet is a crit. Really nice for DPS. Not bad, not bad. I'd say the Kohm is definitely the highlight of all these weapons so far. And look at these guys. Take that last Kuva Braid. Alright, now we gotta take care of these jumps. Alright, that is the Kohm for you guys. With a Riven. Show me more. I would definitely recommend getting a Kohm Riven. I bought mine unrolled for like 200, I think it was. And I rolled it 18 times to get what I have right now. So, yeah. I definitely would say that it's really nice with status. Like, it's a night and day difference between having 100% status before multi-shot and having it not 100% status before multi-shot. Like, it's a completely different weapon. So, yeah, definitely look out for status chance on this thing. I'd say the god roll for the Kohm is at least 120% status chance. Multi-shot, fire rate, and minus crit chance wouldn't be terrible, actually. This thing only has like 11% crit chance at base, and yeah, we're seeing plenty of crits right now. But like it would have fine damage without the crit chance, honestly. Oh gosh, this looks bad. We've already died once here. Now, the Kohm is just badass. Wow, it's just like a shredder, dude. Let's not die again here. We've already died like 4 times this mission. Alright. This is like kind of what disruption is like though. When you're in a high level situation. All these Corpus guys just like doing like your entire health bar in like 2 shots. This is a good example actually of what it might be like in disruption. So they said the Lua one's gonna be really hard. There's gonna be a Lua disruption tile. I'm wondering if that's gonna be a mix of Grineer and Grineer and Corpus. That's why it will be harder, because we need to mod our weapons accordingly. So if we have armored enemies and shielded enemies, making a decision between bringing shield disruption and corrosive projection might be very important. It might actually be like really hard to decide what to bring. I'm gonna guess it's going to be. No, it's actually kind of a hard thing to predict. If they're going to be giving us armored Demolus and non-armored Demolus with shields, you might just need to bring like an armor-removing frame like Nyx or Ashe or something, and then just like, because the shields are really annoying when they get like a 300,000 shield. Oh, now I get the cat buff, of course. The scaling is going to be definitely something we need to take a look at, guys. So yeah, I'm excited for that. That's going to be in the next 2 weeks, most likely, like I said earlier. And I do enjoy Disruption, and the fact they're giving rewards to it that are like hopefully desirable rewards, that is like one of my biggest complaints with Disruption. Besides that the fact that one key is green and it looks like blue, and it confuses like every other person I play with. Besides that complaint that they're not fixing, that's to me a nice change. So I will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you found this helpful. Definitely get a Kohm Riven. The Quatz Rivens are very overrated in my opinion. I overpaid for this, and the Lecta is complete garbage, so hopefully it gets a Riven buff someday. I'll be holding on to this Lecta Riven, at least for now. But yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for letting us hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm going to keep the videos coming. There'll be a new Nightwave video tomorrow, of course. And yeah, guys, take it easy, and peace.